one of the differences that Jeremy provides is when the Blazers go with that smaller lineup, he can still play out there in the post, also float out to the perimeter. And there goes that three-point shooting.
Sohan with the pink hair reminds me a lot of Dennis Rodman, just his body build
and the 10,
the
right?
hair and the flair and kind of the style of game, and the number 10 as well. Johnson to Sohan on the end line, back to Keldon Johnson. Step back and he drains it. So
yes,
the three is falling.
He will win that matchup more times than not.
Jakob Poeltl, a push shot up and in.
That's a great play, but didn't get the pass.
Like it
was open.
It's slightly deflected. Johnson comes up with it. Johnson passes up a three off the Poeltl into the lane, goes lefty, laid it in, and Chauncey's going to call timeout. Lillard and Grant, of course, teammates on the Olympic team in Tokyo, coached by Greg Popovich, whose ball club has come out red hot. Poeltl finding an opening along the paint. Here's Lillard into the lane, rejected by Sohan from behind, tapped off the window, and Keldon Johnson will field it. Vassell holding. Eubanks got a piece. Poeltl comes up with it. Sohan across the paint, turns Banks and scores. Off into the corner. His triple is off. Fielded by Poeltl, kept it alive for Bates Diop, who tipped it up and in.
And with that, sometimes, you know, there's greater chance now for somebody to intercept that ball or for it to lead to a turnover. There's also a chance for it to end up in that man's hands. A career 41%er. Some run down there, but we missed his energy tonight in the warm-up line, but we look forward to when he returns.
Inbounds, underthrown. Richardson will field it, fly it, and score it.
Delay before finding his way.
Sohan on a dribble handoff to Richardson, knifes into the lane. Off to Vassell for three. Fill it up.
Which is a career high for him, eating up that offensive glass.
Vassell long strides into the lane, double clutches to avoid Little, and lays it in. 10 assists on 11 field goals made in the first quarter for San Antonio. Nurk with the rebound. Out ahead to Watford. Overran the ball. Jones will pick it up. Lobs ahead. Vassell one-on-one on Nurkic. He'll lay it in. Shot circling into the hands of Sohan. Roby looks off and plunges one with a left hand. Roby just wickedly athletic.
That speaks to who he is. Like, he's not trying to bring any extra attention on himself. He's just trying to mind his business, play team basketball, and it's something that's made him endearing to his teammates because he's a star.
Sohan, hook pass inside Roby. Nope, rebound, batted. Kept alive in there by Bates Diop. Roby finally recovers it and finger rolled it up and in.
Couldn't see them. Front row filled up. Good to see people in Moda Center.
Sohan turns the corner. Two-hand stuff.
That was an easy 13 points, it felt like.
Sure was. Spurs shooting 57%. They're getting some easy looks because they're really passing the ball well. 18 assists on 20 field goals made. Dame slants into the lane. A scoop on the run will go. Bassey tampered with it. Goaltending the call.
Just so that they're better matched up. You switch everything. You're not worried about the screens getting you caught up.
Lillard stripped by Vassell. He was not happy missing that free throw. He's up there doing a slow burn.
It was so weird on the road trip. He didn't shoot the free throws well at all. It really stood out.
By his standards, yeah.
Yeah.
Here at Moda. Richardson throws inside to Poeltl, and San Antonio's gotten busy in the paint.
They're in the paint. So now when the Blazers recover that ball, you have shooters who are wide open if you immediately. They're in the paint. So now when the Blazers recover that ball, you have shooters who are wide open if you immediately.
Scored just 6 in the first half. Blazers break pressure, but the exchange from Hart to Nurk, intercepted by Jones. He drives the other way and lays it in.
Said match the Spurs energy. Some credit goes to San Antonio. I mean, look at this. Whether it's off the pass or off the dribble, came into the game a 46% shooter.
And then Keldon Johnson trying to get back in the act. He only had 3 attempts in the first half, but uncorks a 3 here. Many of us.
Yeah, a few thousand of us.
Hart trying to slap it away from Sahani. He secures it. Finds a cutter. It's Johnson. No. Volleyed up and in by Pirtle. Thank you, sir. 3-point play for Nurkic, and the Blazers their largest lead. But again, Spurs able to crack free of the Blazer defense in the paint.
Carpet pattern on the other, and it says Rip City on the belt buckle. And yeah, you guys walk around the concourse, that carpet is everywhere. People getting their pictures taken with it.
Fire hit 5 of their first 6 shots. Richardson studies, drives, shut off. Bates Diop on the roll, sends in a tough hook. Grabs his own miss. Multiple efforts by Grant. Leading to a pass outside, read by Chop. He's long. The 1-2 to the cup. He'll lay it up and in. Bates Diop working along the inline. Another nice cut on a high-low. They score it.
If a call's missed in the first quarter, I feel like we got enough time throughout the rest of the game to make up for that. So a lot to consider, a lot that goes into these decisions.
And Grant over in the corner with Eubanks working along the end line. Nasir Little has joined them to complete the complement. Dame into the lane. That one erased. It looked like Bassey got a hand on it.
Might have gotten away with a hip check. If they don't call it, and it's legal.
McDermott had a step, laid it in, draws the foul. Vassell drops it back to Bassett. Good two-man play for the Stuff.
Kev, they've answered really well.
Trailing by 4, Blazer ball, 19 seconds left in the third. Lillard bottled up. Vassell, racehorse dribble drive. Two-hand jam. Here come the Spurs, down 2. Jones, who was under the weather, they didn't know if he would even play tonight. He's been effective. Off it comes. And fouling the three-point shooter is Trendon Watford. Watford the recovery on the miss. Here's Sharp the other way. Sizes up Pirtle. Drives it into the lane. Pirtle waiting for him with a two-hand volley into the corner. Let's put it this way. The Blazers haven't gotten the crowd into the game. Pirtle makes a nice move off the dribble to go up and under with a scoop. Pirtle open along the inline.
Yeah, Nurk got hit with a screen.
Pirtle has hit 11 of 13 from the field. Galloping dribble drive, banked it up and in. Man, 27 for Jakob Pirtle. San Antonio 9 of 23. They've had everything they wanted in the paint and more up to this point. And there's Pirtle with 2 more in the painted area. 29 for Jakob Pirtle. Simon slants in with a hard left hand. Tried to leave it to Eubanks, I believe. Jabbed away. Another Blazer turnover. 19 for Dame. Pirtle sitting on a career high tonight with 29. Into the paint, Johnson. The hook. Nope. Tapped up and in by Pirtle, who continues to build on his numbers. The Blazers take a lead of 5 with 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Keldon Johnson with it the other way, whirling in. He'll flick one up and in. Simons, the 1-2, hangs in the air and finds Lillard with 6 to shoot. Dame, one dribble adjustment. Pops one up, had it blocked. It's recovered by Vassell. Outlet pass to Jones.
Watch Johnson as a trailer. There he is. Good
jammed away by Hart. He's got a break. Here he comes with Johnson on his hip. Right to the cup for a two-hand jam.